Approximately 1 in 2 people who smoke throughout their lifetime will die prematurely. Smoking has many harmful effects, yet many people continue to smoke and eventually become ill or die from a smoking related illness. In this lesson, you will learn about the different types of tobacco products and how they affect your health. The tobacco plant has grown naturally in this country for centuries, but tobacco products are far from natural. When tobacco is processed, the leaves of the tobacco plant are combined with hundreds of other ingredients called additives. Additives are the chemicals that help keep the tobacco moist, help it to burn longer, and taste better. One example of an additive is ammonia. Ammonia is found in urine and in cleaning products. When you light a cigarette, the burning tobacco produces smoke that contains thousands of chemicals. One of these chemicals is benzene, which is known to cause cancer. Other chemicals are produced by the burning smoke are tar and carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is a gas that enters the bloodstream and starves your body of oxygen. Tar is a solid, sticky substance. When tar is inhaled, it coats the airways and lungs, blocking small air sacs. Chronic bronchitis, lung cancer, and other lung diseases can eventually result from smoking. You do not have to be a heavy or lifelong smoker to feel the harmful effects of cigarettes. The harm begins with the first puff, when nicotine enters the lungs. Nicotine is a highly addictive drug that occurs naturally in the leaves of the tobacco plant. Some early effects of tobacco on your body are as follows. Nicotine travels from the lungs into the bloodstream and into the brain, where the nicotine raises the heart rate and blood pressure. Skin, breath, hair, and clothing will immediately smell of smoke, and other people usually notice the odor first. Most people feel nauseated and dizzy when they begin smoking because they are not used to the chemicals that enter their bloodstream and brain. Your senses of smell and taste usually suffer. As a result, foods no longer smell or taste the same. Even light smokers report shortness of breath and an increased coughing. Smokers are unable to run as long as or as fast as they did before they started smoking. Smokers are sick more frequently and stay sick longer. Tobacco products are not always smoked or burned. Smokeless tobacco includes chewing tobacco and snuff. Chewing tobacco is coarsely chopped tobacco leaves that contain flavorings and additives, much like tobacco and cigarettes. Chewing tobacco is placed in the mouth and chewed. Nicotine enters the bloodstream through the lining of the mouth. Chewing creates brown stained saliva that must be spit out often. This is what chewing tobacco looks like. You may have seen it in the store before, or you may know somebody who uses it. Snuff is also put in the mouth, but it is flavored powder. It is placed between the cheek and gum. Snuff doesn't need to be chewed for the nicotine to be absorbed into your body. If saliva from either chewing tobacco or snuff is swallowed, the user can become very sick. First-time users of these products often become nauseated and dizzy. Long-term effects include bad breath, yellow teeth, and an increased risk of oral cancer. And this is what snuff looks like. It usually comes in a can. It can be the loose powder, which is the picture that you see on the left, or there's a newer product in the last 10 years, which are the pouches, so that you keep all the powder together, but those are used the same way. They're placed between the gums and the lip, where the user sucks the flavoring out of them. Pipe tobacco, cigars, and clove cigarettes are other common tobacco products that are smoked. The way that tobacco in pipes and cigars is processed allows the nicotine to become absorbed more easily than the nicotine from cigarettes is. Cigars can contain 7 times more tar and 4 times more nicotine than cigarettes do. BDs are unfiltered cigarettes that are wrapped in tobacco leaves. BDs are flavored to make them attractive to teens. But with their high level of nicotine, tar, and carbon monoxide, BDs may be more dangerous to your health than cigarettes are. Okay, so the top left, that's an example of what BDs are. They are wrapped in tobacco leaves, and they're usually sold in tobacco shops. You usually can't find those in grocery stores and gas stations. The top right are clove cigarettes. The same with those. You usually can't find those in convenience stores or grocery stores. You have to go to a smoke shop to get those. The bottom left is a pipe with pipe tobacco. It looks very similar to the tobacco that is in cigarettes. However, it is stronger, like I stated earlier. And then the bottom right is a cigar. Cigars come in all different shapes and sizes. Some of them have filters on them. Some of them have tips on the end. Or this is what a cigar usually looks like that does not have a tip or filter on it. Smokers are not the only ones who are exposed to the dangerous chemicals found in tobacco products. Smoke that comes from the tip of a lit cigarette and the smoke that is exhaled from a smoker's mouth are called environmental tobacco smoke, or ETS. ETS is also called secondhand smoke. People who are around smokers breathe secondhand smoke and are sometimes called passive smokers. The same chemicals that are found in the smoke inhaled by smokers are also found in ETS, sometimes in higher concentrations. Therefore, it is harmful to be near a person who is smoking, even if you are not smoking. Until recently, smoking was allowed in most public places, which exposed non-smokers to ETS. More laws are now in place to protect non-smokers. These laws may differ from state to state. Some states have stricter laws than other states do. For example, some states have laws that require a non-smoking section in a restaurant, but this area of the restaurant is not protected from ETS unless it is completely a separate room. Other cities forbid smoking anywhere in a restaurant. Non-smokers who breathe ETS are at risk for the same health problems that smokers are, and many of these non-smokers will die each year from the smoking-related illnesses.